Hot Springs, which were on the film just before this. And then we drove to Vegas. We smelled like sulfur, we thought, but before we washed it all up. We get into this used record store, and as soon as we get inside, the whole place stinks like sulfur. And we're saying to ourselves, God, could we possibly... This place really, we went to the Hoover Dam also. And we got to this record store, we said to ourselves, my God, the people in the elevator must have really thought we stunk. Because we got into this enclosed space for the first time and we stunk. Turned out the sewer system had backed up in the back of the record store, which was very, it was really reassuring to find that out. So I got a copy of Jerry Rafferty for my sister. She was looking for this Jerry Rafferty album for $2.98.
Michael.
So last time you got my actual underwear. Then I got this Jules Shear album, which has got some good songs. It's got, including If She Knew What She Wants, which I think, who covered that? Cyndi Lauper covered it, maybe? And then I got this Stranglers album, which is one of Dennis's favorite records, and it's brand new for $2.98. It's got Always the Sun, very good. Then I got Van Morrison, the Astro Week's American pressing. It's not the original, but it's the second pressing. I'll compare it to the Japanese. Let's see what I got. Then I got this Jerry Garcia Merle Saunders album, which I think is rare, for $3.50. How can you go wrong? Then we went over to Record Surplus, and I got a copy of A Herbie Man at the Village Gate for Gary, because he has a lousy third pressing. This is an original pressing. It's almost brand new. It's the green and blue original Atlantic pressing for like $3. I don't want to charge him anything because
you're a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy. Certainly isn't because he can't afford it, but I'm a nice guy. Okay, then I got what else did I get? Oh, original American pressing of Pretzel Logic, Steely Dan. I had one, I got rid of it for the Japanese pressing. I'm sure this is better, because I've learned my lesson.
More it's blinking.
It means the battery's almost down, but it's okay. More of Roy Orbison's greatest hits, the original Monument pressing, for $3.98. 2 plots. And I got classic Roy Orbison unplayed, $4.98. Still a deal. And then I got this Dick Shorey Carnegie with Gary Burton, Paul Horn, and Joe Morello. It's got to
be... We can't see any of these because you keep sticking them behind your knees.
See? See that?
Okay, much better.
Did you see that?
Yeah, much better.
Okay. Did you see that?
Much better.
Okay, so then...
Wait a minute. Do you think you should do this after we change the battery so it doesn't die in the middle?
It won't die in the middle. It's got...
It died in the middle and it arches.
It will be fine.
Okay.
So, then... we went to a nice restaurant. We came to the motel, and Sharon cut a great deal with a guy from New Jersey. At the front desk, we got this room for $29. I mean, what a steal. So then we went to this restaurant, Jeremiah's, and had dinner and a bottle of wine, which is great. Then we went to Caesar's Palace, because we went to Grand Canyon, but we couldn't see anything, because it was so crowded and it was ridiculous. So they had an IMAX film there, with a big geodesic dome, with Secrets of the Grand Canyon. And they have a sign out front, warning, if you have motion sickness, you can have a problem. So you walk into this IMAX theater, and it's like the seats are like on an angle like that, and there's this big dome, and you can literally feel ill just from walking in there. And we're looking for a seat, and the best seat was next to this big, fat guy. I mean, a big, fat, young guy, but fat. Fatter than Jeff Goggin, if you know how fat he is. And so I figure, not to be prejudiced, to sit next to a big fat guy. We'll sit next to him because it was a good seat. So we sit next to him, and the guy had that little fat smell to begin with, but I figured, look, we're sitting there for a couple minutes, what's the big deal? And then I'm making jokes about, uh-oh, I'm going to be sick and throw up all over this, oh my God, and these girls are laughing next to him, and this guy is laughing his head off, he thinks this is hysterical. So the IMAX thing starts, and it's really three-dimensional, and it's all around you, and the helicopter's going through the Grand Canyon and swooping up. Towards the end of the movie, this guy next to me starts barfing. Luckily he brought his cup with him with his quarters. He's barfing into the cup. And I'm sitting there going, and I'm thinking I'm going to tough this out. But he just keeps, it's like Monty Python, the scene in that movie with Secret Life. He's barfing, and finally I couldn't take it anymore. So I started crawling away to get away from him. And the girls next to me. I gotta get out. Okay, we understood. They thought I had thrown up because Sharon heard this guy throwing up and thought that I had finally gotten so sick that I had blown my cookies. but I didn't. I just had to get away from the guy. And we got away, and the guy was still throwing up, and Sharon knew he threw up because she heard the swish of the quarters in the bar. And I just heard it because I smelled it. He was like, bleh, bleh. And then when the movie ended, he got up and walked out, and we caught him the next time walking down the steps, holding this cup full of barf. So disgusting.
But you've got to point out that it was all across his legs.
Oh, all across his legs, and he's standing there. It's just so disgusting. He thought I was so funny making these barf jokes. That it was so disgusting. Then we proceeded to lose $40 in the slot machines, but it was worth it.
Just to
$57. But it was worth it just to see this guy
throw
up during the IMAX film. And we're coming home tomorrow.
Did you tell him about the hot springs? Oh, we did the hot springs.
The hot springs, yeah.